This is topic C on page 105, recording a presentation. It is often the case that not all people who need to be present for an event are able to attend, and there is often a need for certain presentations to be delivered numerous times when the speaker isn't necessarily available. Additionally, you may find yourself in the situation of having to drive the presentation but not being near the device it's loaded on. Simply put, there are a lot of situations in which recording elements of your presentation is helpful. PowerPoint gives you the ability to rehearse your slide timings as you deliver your presentation, allowing you to time the advancement of your slides in sync with your delivery. And with the addition of a microphone, you can record your narration. These capabilities allow you to create user-independent presentations, meaning that you can figuratively be in several places at once. So early on in PowerPoint, we saw how we could set our transitions of how long we wanted to stay on each particular slide by checking our after button and then putting in a time there. But how do we know how much time that we want to stay on each slide? We actually have an even easier concept where we can kind of rehearse our timings, and then if we're comfortable with them, we can automatically set the transition time. And we do this by going to our slideshow tab in our setup command group, and here we have our record slideshow drop down. You would want to start recording from the beginning, and this opens up a dialog box, the record slideshow. You can select what you want to record before you begin recording. So you would want to record your slide and animation timings, and if you have a microphone on your particular computer, you can also record your narrations as you're recording your timings as well, and also ink and any laser pointer annotations if you wanted to. So I don't have a microphone on my actual school computer that I'm logged into right now. I'm actually recording on my microphone at home while I'm remoted into my school computer. That is why it says no microphone found. Okay, so I'm going to start recording, and this is going to bring me into slideshow mode. And up in the top left corner, you can see that right now it's recording. So what you would want to do is you want to rehearse your timings. You want to give your audience members enough time to read all the text on the slide and also take a look at any pictures that you may have on here. So vintage collectibles, toys, cars, music, dolls, posters, books, clothes, baseball cards, stamps, coins. Look at all the pictures, and then what you would do is click your next button on your recording toolbar, and it's going to save that timing for that first slide. You keep going. Rare collectible dolls, largest collection of dolls in the state. Buy, sell, trade. Imported dolls, vintage dolls, action heroes, and comic book figures. Again, give your audience enough time to take a look at the pictures you may have. If you ever need to pause your recording, you have your pause button here, or you can start over if you need to. This is the current time on this particular slide. This is the time for the whole presentation. Click Next from here. Model cars, die-cast, scale models, vintage collectibles, RC, toy racers, hot rods. Give the audience members time to look at the cars. Click your next button to advance. Books, vintage and rare books, out of print, comic books, graphic novels, photo and art print collections. We pay top dollar for used books. Look at the pictures. Hit your next button. Other collectibles, stamps, coins, postcards, records, baseball cards, and spoons. Hit your next button. Open 7 days a week. We're ready to make a deal. Hit your next button again. Obviously, this is the last slide in the presentation. it will tell you your total time for your slideshow was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Do you want to save the new slide timings? If you click yes, each time that was spent on every particular slide will be saved into your presentation. So when you play it out next time, it will automatically play those transition times for you. So I'll click yes from here. And to see your slide timings, I can go to my View tab, my Slide Sorter view, and you can see I spent 42 seconds on slide 1, 40 on 2, 19, 17, 15, and 7. So on my Transitions tab, you can see, let me go back to my normal view real quick. On my Transitions tab, you can see this particular slide is going to stay on for about 42 seconds approximately, and then it will transition automatically. All right, so an easy way to set those transition timings. You can see each one has been set for that particular slide. All right. Your next video will be Activity 7.4 on page 108.